have to think when it comes to the other stuff that's just, like, I almost looked at it as like they're trying to reveal. I mean, with Fancy anyway in the beginning, like, oh, they're putting out stuff like, exposing her. But then also, I'm not gonna lie, I've said this the other day. There were many times where I was just like, oh my god, like we heard this already. Like, okay, like, okay, yeah, we heard this. Like, I did start that we all started to kind of feel that way because it was always like the same shit. Like, we already know this. Like, we went over this 6 months ago. Like, like, so there were, but then we also built a friendship. That's the thing that sucks is like you do, like, I mean, I'm sure throughout this 10 months, we've all come across some shitty people that we probably should have never really, associated ourselves with, and it was, trust me, there are I've apologized to a lot of people just for condoning some of the stuff, so yeah, it just,
as much as you hate your husband being talked about, mine was dragged through the mud over nothing. They went back. I want you to understand something. They went back 5 years.
Well, this is over nothing too.
5 years to find a comment that my husband put about a guy 5 years ago that we had not talked to for 2.5 years. And the next thing I know, my husband is being accused of touching his niece.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, that was pretty wrong.
Hang on a second, Ryan. So, wait a minute. So, that we know that Amy's who did that because Amy's the one that stalked you the most. Amy lives in freaking Kentucky.
Yeah, I just posted her house.
Right. So, could she be part of that? Because she really.
We think she talked to them longer than what she did.
Oh, I know she talked to him longer than what she did. And you're telling me that Amy was the one who put that fucking rumor out about my husband?
Because Amy lives close to you, right?
Yes, she lives an hour away.
Okay, because Rogie
Oh, no,
was
she
just talking.
found it.
So Rogie was just talking
Bree,
about.
that's not the right address.
Okay, listen. Rogie just talked about the fact that when he flew to Kentucky, it was right around the time that whole thing of the cops and the shooting near your house and all that happened.
Well,
what if that's Amy? Like, and she wanted to have coffee with him, and then she realized, like, I'm seriously considering that Amy is behind a lot of this.
It's not Amy. Rez is not Amy.
Okay.
No.
It just makes sense to me that I think she was involved with them, so I guess that would make sense.
Oh, I know she's been involved. She's been involved for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I think that she went with the ambulance as basically a mole. I think that she was put there because she was tight with Rez, and then she came up with some bullshit story that Rez threw her out of somewhere and went to the ambulance. And I think that she's been in this a lot longer than what she is, because if y'all think about it, did y'all just see the video where she's like, Rez and I, like she's a fucking spokesperson all of a fucking sudden, when supposedly she just went to them like 3 weeks ago?
They're a bitch also, though.
Amy thought she was going to be clever with me, and I'm just a little bit more clever than her. So, I owe her one.
I'm telling y'all something I learned. Nobody on this panel is anonymous, okay, that we're talking to right now, okay? Nobody on this panel is anonymous. I will never try to be friends with an anonymous person again. Like, that's what I've learned from this.
Absolutely.
If you're anonymous, usually there's a reason, and it's usually because you're being shiced.
Yeah.
The fact.
Here's the
I have not met an anonymous account yet that has not been fucking shisty.
Amy is in Somerset, Kentucky. I don't know.
No, she's not.
She is. Yes, she is.
No, she's not. No, she's not.
I don't know how close that is to you, Ryan.
She's not in Somerset.
All right. Well,
here, you want to know how I fucking know? Because I called the motherfucking cops on her. I know exactly where she lives.
Stop screaming.
Somerset is an old address.
Yeah.
Somerset is an old address. The cops know where she lives because I fucking called them on her.
Okay.
Okay, can we bring that down just a little bit, please?
That's
okay.
good.
Let's chill out. Let's chill out. I know you're upset, but
no, I know how Ryan talks. I'm not offended at all. I know how she do.
I don't want
it's frustrating because
I
didn't want to have to say what I just said to prove my point. If I know the Somerset address is not accurate.
Okay. Well, that's
so.
good to know then.
I did not want to
Because I
have to
owe her
say
one.
why I said that.
That's okay. I have another
What is this?
address.
What is
Something to
this
post.
Falcon
That's
View
fine. I still got to
address?
get it from my house, from my mom's
That's
house.
an
So
old
once-
address. According to the cops, that's an old address.
I
Falcon
understand
View?
people.
Oh.
My
I
whole
have
point
another
is this.
one, so it must
I
be the
didn't
other
want
one.
Bree to get a violation. And then none of this could happen. That's all I was saying.
No, when I went there because I was done. You have to understand, not only did she have the troll account up of me, her entire YouTube was devoted to me. Her entire troll account was devoted than a little concerned.
Okay, well then that means the other address that we have is the correct one. We've got a couple. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's because she can't stop moving every 5 seconds.
Well, this is a real old house of hers, but this is just to let her know that.
Yeah,
we
that was
know
just to
people
let her
that-
know that we're on to who she is. That wasn't.
Well, we know who Amy
Meant to
is,
s-
but also, and you see, I really. I'm just gonna say this real fast, and y'all, you see, this is hard for me to even do because I don't like doing this to people. But I know that they run that Instagram account. I know for a fact I got confirmation on that, and I want that house taken down. So I'm just gonna say this one name. I'm just gonna say the name Dustin. Okay, Amy, I'm just gonna say the name Dustin, and then you're gonna go tell your friends to take the fucking house down. Dustin.
Because that's the tip of the iceberg.
Is that
I'm gonna tell y'all
AKA
something.
Cujo?
Go ahead, Katie. Go ahead.
I said
With the
Dustin,
brother Matthew?
AKA Cujo.
Yeah, I'm fucking sick of this. I want the house
That
down.
was McCreary Apartments back in 2003. But I want to tell y'all something for Ryan and Fancy, as Stevie says, who may not know this. I don't care about being doxxed. I've been doxxed before. I don't give a shit. I didn't get any gifts up here at my house, and I didn't have a hitman at my door, so I'm good with it. I don't care. But what I do care about is people that I care about who didn't want their name put out there or their house or their address or this or that. That's why I'm on fire. And also because Amy thought she was going to be clever with me because she thinks she's got protection, and she doesn't. She
No,
doesn't.
but they don't care about her. I can promise you they'll drop her too.
I don't know if you guys know this or not, but inside of Rez and Fez's Discord, they had a file on me with my house, with the front of my house, my car.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Wait, they just kept it up while you were in there?
No, this was an older Discord.
Okay,
Oh.
I don't care about being doxxed either. I mean, if I did, I wouldn't have put my business at my address. Okay,
It's about being cyber stalked though. Like
well,
fuck.
yes, it is, but it goes beyond that. This is the thing. I don't care how much beef you have with me as a person, or or Ryan, or you, Bree. You have to think about the people's families. My grandson lives here. I don't need somebody coming here that's going to go crazy off the rails like these people seem to be doing and hurt my grandson in some way. I don't need that. You don't need that. Ryan doesn't need that. People don't need these things. And that's why it's dangerous what they're doing, because they're not thinking about anyone but the person that they want to hurt.
Yes. Because my mother owns an in-home daycare. Like people trust their kids at that house and they have it posted. Like, and then there's other people like that. I'm not going to say their names, but that are my followers, my close friends that fucking have children. And it's like, yes, like all it takes is one person. Like all it takes is one person to be crazy. And like, I mean, especially like, look at the topic that we all first came to this TikTok for. Like people are really unhinged over that. And like, you just never know. Like, you just never know what somebody can do.
And-
I mean, my husband, like, the whole reason, like, all the shit happened with, I'm not going to get into details, but with the car, that happened because Nina posted my mom's address and cops showed up there. Because people, yeah, like, I mean, that happened because